Covered on a 42 bed. The best in the valley comes to pull right here. We've had your number covered for the past 5 years. We got the action, we got the show, and making it better's the only way that we know. We call Let's Go Bowling. We came to play.
Let's Go Bowling, brought to you by True Value Hardware. For quality, selection, and personal attention, make True Value Hardware your store of first choice.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Let's Go Bowling. I'm Jim Cline. Now, we're here in Southampton today at Canal Lanes. This is the second week of our Western New England Pro Tour Classic. Now, last week, Harry Renaud defeated Dan Myrick. He is back this week to take on Scott Whitney, and we'll be back with a little bowling right after this. Was our winner last week. He is the challenger this week. Fourth seed in the tourney, and up against Scott Whitney, who is the third seed. Harry starts off with a half Worcester, and he almost went right back through it again. Got the head pin. 6 pins still down there, and he gets them all. Very good out for Harry Renaud. And he almost throws a hammer on us here in the second frame. Left the 4-pin. Little wood next to that, and he's going to miss it to the left. He can get a pair of 10 boxes. He does. To open this first string. 3-string total pinfall today. Now Scott Whitney, third place finisher last year. Won $1,400 on the tour this season. Average just shy of 130 pins. And he opens with a 10. And he gets everything but the 4. Here on the left lane, a couple of pieces of dead wood. Left and right shouldn't be a problem, and it isn't. And so Scott puts a mark on the board. Harry in on the left side. Leaves the 6-10.
Harry's got a spare leave here. He's just got to keep the ball on the lane.
Yep.
Just missing it.
So that's a 9. Harry bowls out of Munson Lane. 1 year on the tour. Left side again. The 5, 6, 7, 10. Oh, poked him. And Harry puts a mark up there. Scott working on a spare now. That's the bucket. 6-pin fill. Yeah, he gets out. Oh, he got him. Nice one. Nice shot. That's 2 spares for Scott Whitney. He takes a 6-pin lead after 2 frames. And a hammer to finish up the 4th. So Scott Whitney has 3 marks in a row, and we'll be back with the rest of the first string in a moment. Harry Renaud. This to fill a spare. He gets 6 of them.
Hey, Harry, come on, swing it right in there.
And he comes back with another spare.
Big one now. 30 up there.
And I could get him back in this one.
Oh, spread eagle. Right down the center. Gives him a 4 fill on his mark.
3 and 3.
Off to the right.
The other 3.
You got 2 on that side. And we'll try the left side. 2 on that side. To an 8 box. Scott has a strike up there in the 4th frame.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 7, and 8. Piece of wood might give him some trouble. You may have to go with the outside.
Everything but the head pin. And he's got that for his 10 box. After 5 frames, Scott leads by 16 pins. Ball.
Kick it over.
Right at the head pin. Just clip the 3.
Hit the 2 shot.
And he'll settle for 2 on the right and a 9. Picked up another pin, though.
Hey, come on!
There's another hammer. So both gentlemen with 2 spares and a strike in this string.
Bluebird. Okay.
Off to the left-hand side. Got the 1, 3, and a 9.
He's got him. We got a good game going. We'll see how Scott matches that now. 17-pin lead. The 3's going to stay there. Praying won't do any good.
It's going to have to go towards the right-hand side. Just like that.
Good, and not quite. 7 too far back.
I'd like to remind our viewers, if you like to see the pro bowlers in live action, contact your West New England Candlepin Association and find out where they're bowling. They bowl once a month, different houses throughout the Western New England.
On the 8-10. And we still have 2 shows to go with this classic. Next week, John Miller is our 2nd seed. Last week we said that Harry's son, Steve, was the 2nd seed, so he made a mistake. Steve is actually the number 1 seed. Our top seed this year. Today's winner will be back in a week to take on John Miller, and the winner there will get Steve Renaud. Of course, the possibility exists that Harry Renaud can make it all the way to the top, From 4th seed to the top seed and be taking on his son Steve, but that's well down the road.
Yes, long ways to go.
Right now, 2 pins separate these two bowlers. And Harry slaps a 6 up in the 9th frame. Oh, good-looking ball there. The 5's going to stay up. He has a shot at a spare.
All but the kingpin. Okay, he's got a clear shot at it.
And missed. And missed again. So a 115 total for Harry Renaud here in the first string of the match. Scott Whitney now with an opportunity to pad his lead. He's up by 2.
I'm looking at the 5, 8, 10. 2 pieces of wood laying in the middle of the plate between a 5 and a 10. It's going to have to go down on the low side.
Oh, big shot. And his 4th mark of the game. Both bowlers with 4 marks.
Throw the hammer.
This to Phil. Oh, right back up the middle.
Too heavy.
That's a 3-pin fill. Harry just got through filling with 3 pins. However, Scott's up by 9 now. And he's going to stay up by 9. He puts up a 124 here in the first string. 9-pin lead for Scott Whitney. We'll be back with the second string after this. Scott Whitney starts off the second string. Missing the head pin. On the right. Oh, good out there. That's a spare.
Off the wall carpet.
5 marks in the first string.
Make it big. Come on.
The 4 horsemen. So just missed the head pin. So a 6-pin fill and a 9 box in the second frame.
Come on.
And another split.
6, 7, 10.
Just waiting for that piece of wood to settle. I believe he's going to use it. It's going to have to go on down on the low side, towards the right. Just missing it.
Good attempt. And he's got his 10.
Throw the hammer.
And some pins to make up still for Harry Renaud. Out 4.
He was bouncing the ball that time. Took the spin right off the ball. Didn't do anything for him.
Yeah,
7 box. Scott has an 8-pin advantage here in the second string. He's up by 17 overall, and he rocks the 8. But it's still standing, the 8-10.
Another split. He's going to have to use the deadwood. Hit on a red band. Hope it rides off the wall and comes back. And it just died there.
Come on, Harry. Come on.
Not quite there.
Just there, buddy.
All right in there, but the 10's going to stay up. Barely. Right back in the corner now, and even got some wood to help him get there, should he stray. And that's exactly what happened.
Go over that one down now. Still thinking, huh? All right, Harry, come on.
2 full.
Look it over.
Taking out 3 pins.
Here's the left side. Alright. And the right side, all but 2 of them. So an 8 box for Harry. Still looking for his first mark in this string. Opportunity here. Got the kingpin. And he's got it. So his first mark. 2 spares there in the 4th. And we'll be back with the rest of this string in a moment. This is the fill on his spare now. That's a 7-pin fill for Scott.
Triangle on the left side. Got a piece of deadwood in front of it. It's going to make the shot very difficult. It's going to have to hit that deadwood on a cap.
Just like that. And he's out of it. That's a pair of spares for Scott Whitney. Only a 4-pin fill that time. Mm-hmm.
There's Scott.
Yep.
Knows that's going to happen.
He's the wood. He's left 2-3. And he get one of them. And out with the 9 box. See what kind of fill Harry can come up with. That's 6 pins. So he'll lose one in the process. He trails now by 9. They're not going.
So far in this series, all our pro bowlers are having trouble. They haven't hit their average yet.
See, last week we had 1 game. Just 1 game at the average.
Yeah, the rest were down in about 1 teens. A shot of Harry extending his arm out.
And there's the rest of them. Now Harry gets out with another mark. It's a tough one.
Oop.
6, 7, 10.
Piece of deadwood in the middle of the lane towards the left side. Just going to want to play that one on the red band.
Yep. A little to the left. And he's out with a 10. Needs to keep the pressure on. That one's right in there. All but the 5. This now for his fourth spare in the game, and he's got it. And that will keep some pressure on Harry, who is working on a spare. He's 14 down in the string. That's another 6-pin fill. And that will pull him to within 7 pins. 10 box here, which he doesn't get. A 9 will put him back 8. 8 in the string. Down by 17 once again in the match. And a hammer. Up against Scott's spare. Depending how Scott builds this one. 7-pin fill, not bad. 127 or 137. Almost. He had him flying.
Yes, there's a pin heading in the direction of 7. We went around it.
He's got his 10. Great final frame of the second string now for Scott Whitney.
He needs a mark to hit his average.
Just in on the left side, 5-7. See what this wood. The wood's going to stay to the left side of the 5.
Got to place his ball right in between that cap and that 5-pin. Just
That's
like that.
exactly where he was, right there. Fifth spare of the game.
He's a 9 for his average.
And he got an 8.
8.
So 128 total. Gives Harry something to shoot at. He's a 4 horseman. He has one more shot to fill. Oh, it looks good. Everything but the 7. So a 9-pin fill. And he'll make up a couple of pins with that. He's down by 6. And with the 10, he is still down by 6 in the string. Down by 15 in the match. He's up against a spare here. He needs a mark.
5, 9, and 10. Piece of deadwood laying in front of the 5 and a 9.
Oh, just missed the wood on the right. And that'll cost him some pins. He finishes with a 9 here in the 10th frame, so puts him back. He loses even more pins, and we'll be back with the third and final string in a moment. 24 pins now after 2 strings. And he's going to start the third with a hammer. Well, 2 or 3 of those, he can make it up in a hurry.
Definitely.
And
Almost.
that's close. He's got the 6 for his spare. But this wood could make it a little difficult.
He can partly see the pin, but he's going to have to cap it one way or another.
Or bounce it over. Well, look at that. Nope, doesn't happen. He doesn't get it out of the way either.
No.
However, it's wedged around this time so he can hit it a little better. So he'll take a 10 box. 9-pin fill.
Was a big one.
And a pretty good start for him.
Scott off to the right-hand side. Took out 5 of them. Nice shot.
There's a good out there.
Good spare.
Scott has a spare and a chance to maintain. And he does. He has a 9-pin fill. So we're dead even here in the 3rd string.
Matched him. He's got the same pin standing up there. Except he doesn't have a roadblock.
A better shot at it, yeah. Very good shot for a spare here, which he converts. And improves on his lead. The 6 pins are nailed down.
Yes, they are. Okay, this time he's got a piece of wood resting against it.
He's got it. So his spare.
On the other side now. That big black mark up there.
4 marks in 5 frames now for the 2 bowlers in this string. Oh, this will be a tough one. The 8-10. It's an 8-pin fill.
Oh, almost. Ball came back, bounced on a plate right next to the 10-pin. Just missing it.
And he's got his 10 box. Oh, we've got a good game going. If Scott lets up a little bit, Harry can get back in it. Not letting up yet. The 4 this time. And he misses it to the left.
Come on. Stay up. Almost it.
That's a 9-pin fill. 2 9-pin fills for Scott. Taking a 9-pin lead in the match. 1 pin after 3.
Got a break.
110.
He's got some help in there. He's got a guide behind the head pin. Piece of deadwood laying against the 10.
Nice right there.
All he's got to do is hit the right-hand side of the head pin. Let's see what he does.
Are you afraid to show your face?
He's out of it.
Right there, just like it was wired.
3 spares in 4 frames, and very close to 4 spares in 4 frames.
Bingo! Oh, no.
Yes, so a late one.
Harry thought he had chopped down the middle.
Moved to the other side on that one.
More than black mark.
Harry had given up on it. Second strike. And he pulls this one.
Try it again.
Ooh. Yeah. Got his spare. Oh, there are only 3 opens up there as of right now. Scott's working on a spare.
Need luck in this game along with your skill.
Okay, all right.
He gets a 7-pin fill.
Scott says, well, I think I'm going to try that. Got a spare lead.
8-pin lead for Scott Whitney. However, he's up against a strike.
Shooting at the 1-3-6.
Come on, hit.
Oh, he might get it. That was going to roll back, and he's going to get it.
There it goes. Whoa.
Oh, a little luck goes along with the skills.
Yes.
It helps anybody.
It would be lucky than good. No, he didn't like that one, for obvious reasons. That's a 4-pin fill. So 2-pin differential now in the string. But Scott is hanging tough. Harry has quite the string going. Scott will put an 8-box up there against Harry's spare. So this is where Harry has an opportunity now to cut into that lead. Finally has an opportunity. Oh, boy. Oh, man.
That cuts the lead down to 10 pins in the entire match.
Well, he was down by 24.
7-10. He's got a shot. He got a piece of wood laying in the middle of the lane. He's going to place his ball down the center of the pin on a red band. Just like that. Nice
Whoa,
shot.
boy. Somebody woke Harry up.
Yes.
Four marks in a row.
There we go. Come on, drop.
And the triangle.
3, 5, and 6. Bowlers in deep concentration.
Just one of them. Just one of them.
He hit his object a little too full.
Now that 24-pin lead that Scott Whitney was sitting on is starting to evaporate.
All right, good night. Good night.
Gets out with a 9. Evaporating against 4 marks in a row. 2 of them strikes. It is now a 3-pin lead as Scott leaves the 4 horsemen.
And opposite of spare. Oh, Scott needs this.
3 pins as we head into the final couple of frames. And Scott's going up against a spare here. He puts an 8 on the board. That will not keep up with this spare. He's going to lose that lead right here. Just to fill. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 9-pin fill. He's left the 7 standing for his spare.
That gives Harry 8-pin lead in the entire match now.
And he's got another mark. 5th in a row.
And a heck of a string going, too.
And again.
Put a lot of pressure on Scott now.
Considerably. That's 6 marks in a row. He can make it 7. Got the bucket to make it 7.
Get that timer. Yeah.
He's going to have a 170-something game.
with an 8. So if Scott can't roll strikes, this one's history, a 174. No, that's the best game thus far. Should be tough to beat. Right here.
There's one.
Yep.
He needs another.
By the hair of his chinny chin chin.
He needs a double here.
Oh, so close. Well,
Okay, Scotty, pick it up.
that's all you can do. What a finish this was.
Long time.
Yeah, match is over. Scott needed that double.
Who would have thunk it? 6 marks. He has 6 marks here in the 3rd string, and he went into it with a 24-pin lead. And he's going to lose. An 8-pin fill.
Nice game by both bowlers.
That was a real fine string here in the end, but Harry Renaud came back to win it, finishing with a flourish. 6 marks in a row. He had 8 marks in the game and 2 10 boxes. He has a 402 series. Oh, that was excellent. We'll be back with the interviews right after this. Well, what a finish we had on this match today. Scott, you had a 24-pin lead going into the 3rd string. You rolled a 142. I'd have put money on you winning that one, I think.
Yeah, I probably would too, but I faced Harry in the Pro Tour a few times head-on-head, and he's always been tough.
6 marks was not enough to do it. You had that 110 back there in the 3rd, too, which hurt you a little bit.
Yeah, it was a single pin that just slid by. I dropped it at the foul line.
Okay, well, we are giving out money today for, we are giving out bonus money, and you had the 3 marks in a row, so that's worth $25, and exciting show today. I don't know. Who woke you up today, Harry?
Well, I don't know. I thought I bowled fairly decent. The first 2 strings, I wasn't carrying the extra pin. And the last string, I started putting on a little more speed, and Scott missed a single, and it seemed like I just caught on fire.
Well, you did.
The ball was working well.
You had 8 marks in 10 frames.
Yeah,
that is
I know.
fire.
I was just telling Scott, too, I haven't had bonus money in 5 strings. I said, that's ridiculous. And all of a sudden, I opened up.
Well, the bonus money this time, you had the 6 marks in a row. That's worth $100. And you also had the 400 series, which is worth another $50. So there's $150 in bonus money for you. And next week, you'll be back to take on Johnny Miller, who is their 2nd string.
That's going to be real tough. I hope I get past him because I want to face my son, Steve.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Can't lose that way.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
see you next week. This has been a presentation of WGGB TV and the Western New England Canal Lanes Association. We'll see you next week on another edition of Let's Go Bowling.
News, weather, and sports from Ray Herschel and Kathy Tobin, plus Paul Sutton's exclusive AccuWeather forecast. That's weekdays on News Watch 40 at noon.